Hello and welcome to the online classes of computer science with Python. This is Renuka and today we are going to discuss about functions in Python, various programs, how we can use functions in Python. So our first program is to print the factorial of a given number using functions. So first we will understand what is a factorial. If we are saying that the factorial of 3, if we are talking about factorial of 3, so factorial of 3 is 3 into 2 into 1, that is 6. So this is factorial. If we say 5, so that means 5 into 3 into 2 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is a factorial of 5. So starting from the number and moving till 1, so that is the factorial. So as we don't know what number user is giving and how many times our loop will execute, so that's why we are going to use while loop, because we are going to repeat same task again and again, and when we don't know the number of times the loop will repeat, then we use non-deterministic loops, that is while loop. So we'll start with here, the program will start with this statement. It will take a number from user and with that number n, after that is print statement. The factorial of n means, suppose the number is 3, then the factorial of 3 is fact 3. It will call fact 3. Now fact is user defined function, it is not inbuilt function, user defined function, and how this function will work, that is defined here. So as we call, the control will move to the definition part and it will move here with the value 3. So now 3 is in this variable. So now we are declaring result, one variable result, that is 1, while 3 is greater equal to 1. So 3 is greater equal to 1, that is true. So it will enter the loop and it will take result, that is 1. 1 into 3, that becomes 3. So result, for result we are taking r and num. So initially result was having 1 and num was having 3. So after first this statement, result will be 3, and next statement number will be decremented by 1, it will become 2. Now again it will go up, it will not come here because as the indentation show, these two statements are the part of while loop. So it will go up. Now this time num is now 2. So here it is 2 and num is now 2. So now 2 is greater than, 2 is again greater than, select color, 2 is again greater than 1. So it will say result into 2. So result was having 3, 3 into 2 is 6, and now it will decrement num, it will become 1. Again go up, 1 is greater than 1, greater equal to 1, 1 is greater equal to 1. So in that case 1 is greater equal to 1, the condition is true. Again it will come here, 6 into 1 will become 6 and num minus 1 will become 0. Now it will go up, num is having 0 value, 0 is greater equal to 1, that is false. So in that case it will come to next statement, and that statement says return result. Now result is having 6, so it will return. So the control will move back to the calling point, that is here. So the function of 3 is, the factorial of 3 is 6, that will be printed. So we can see it with Python, open our program, and that program is with the name factorial. So here it is, and we are running this program. Number we are giving 3 and it is printing 6. So this is how you can see, first it will take input, then it will call factorial, control will move here with the value 3, and then it will calculate the result and result will be returned here only. So the factorial of 3 is 6. So this is how the factorial of a function can be calculated. So next is to find the roots of a quadratic equation. So what is a quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So the logic says that first we have to find the discriminant, that is equal to square root of b square minus 4ac, and after that we will find the roots. Roots are minus b plus minus d upon 2a. So this is how we can find the roots. This is the formula. So from this equation we need 3 input a, b and c. So program will start from here. We are calling the function quadratic. With 3 values we are passing 2, minus 2 or minus 2. You can generalize the program. You can ask the user to give 3 values, that is in x, y or z, and then you can pass these values as x, y or z. But here we are giving the values 2, minus 2 and minus 2. So this program will run only for these 3 values. Find out the solution. So as we will call this function, the control will move here. A is having now 2, b minus 2 and c minus 2. So with this formula d will be calculated, then root 1 and root 2. Root 1 is minus b plus d upon 2a, root 2 is minus b minus d upon 2a. So these 2a you will keep in brackets, because first this expression will be evaluated, then this, and then division. If no brackets will be there, then d will only be divided by 2. So after calculating the results r1 and r2 roots, it will return r1 comma r2. Multiple return can return multiple values. So as it will return, both the values will come here, and they will be stored in s and t. So r1 will be in s and r2 in t, and after that we can print s and t. So this is how. Now we will see how they work. So first we are opening our program for quadratic equation, that is with name roots, and here it is, and run it, and the solution is this. So 2 roots are these. So these are the 2 roots. So like this, first you will call quadratic with the values, it will move to the definition part, find the discriminant, roots, and then return the roots. Then these 2 roots will be stored in s and t, and then you can print s and t. Next we are moving to next program. So our third program is to calculate the area, and area according to the shape, if area is rectangle or area is triangle. So we have to define a function where 3 parameters are there: shape, base and height. If it is rectangle, then this will be the length and this will be the height, and if it is triangle, then base and height. So first it will check the shape. If shape is equal to r or rectangle complete you can give, then result will be area of rectangle, and otherwise result will be area of triangle. Area of triangle is half base into height. So whatever result will be there, either this or this, it will return the result. So before executing this, program will start from this statement. It will take 3 parameters: shape type, then base, and then height, and then we'll call this function area. So as soon as we'll call, control will move to this statement with 3 values: s into shape, b into base and h into height, and then it will check the shape and find out the result. Whatever will be the result, so it will be shifted here, and it will be stored in area AR, and then you can print the area. So program control starts from the input statement or calling statement. After that it moves to the definition part, and after returning it moves back to the calling statement and proceed further. So we'll see this program. Our program is to open our program. Our program was area check. So this is our program. We will run this, and it is asking R for rectangle and T for triangle. Suppose we are saying T, and as it is asking for base 4 and 6, and then area will be 12.0, because half into base into height, that is 12.0. So this is how we can find the area of triangle or rectangle. Moving to next part. Next program is designing a FizzBuzz function that will check whether the number is divisible by 3 or 5 or 3 and 5 both, or otherwise. So in any every situation it has to return different type of value. If it is divisible by 3, then return fizz, 5 then buzz, 3 and 5 then FizzBuzz, and otherwise it will return the number. So starting from here, this is the definition. If number is divisible by 3 and 5, how to check the divisibility? If the modulus, the remainder, is 0, that means the number is divisible by 3, and 5 means both 3 and 5 both, the number should be divisible by 3 and 5 both. In that case it will return this. Elif, if number is divisible by 5, then return buzz. Elif, if number is divisible by 3, then return 0, then return fizz. And else, if none condition is satisfied, then return the number, same number. So the program will start from here. It will take one number and call the FizzBuzz number. So with the parameter this, it will go to definition part, and from here it will find out the result, whatever will be the result, either this or this or this or this. So after taking the result, it will come back to this statement and print the result. So starting from the calling part, moving to the definition, deciding the result, and returning back to the calling part. So this function also we can see it will work like fizz, and this is the function. So please do take care of the indentation. The definition part is still here. After that, 1 or 2 lines you can skip, and then your main program starts from here. Then run, and it will ask you any number. Suppose I am giving 45. The number is FizzBuzz, because number is divisible by 3 and 5 both, so it will return FizzBuzz. So this is how it will work. So our next program is last program to show the triangle of stars. So showing the triangle of stars means if we take care of the, if we look at the pattern, first row 1 star, second row 2 star, third row 3 star, and likewise. So we have to take care of two things, the number of rows and the number of stars. So for that we are taking 2 loops. We have taking 2 loops. So first we'll take input number of rows, and then we'll call the function show underscore stars. Control will move here. After starting the definition, so there are 2 loops. Outer loop is for row number and inner loop is for number of stars. So if we are giving the value of n as 3, so for I the values will be 0, 1 and 2. Upper limit is not included, so for I the values will be 0, 1 and 2. But for j the values will be, first it will be 0 to 1. So for j the value will be 0 and it will print 1 star. Then go up, I will be 1, 1 for 1, 0 and 1 till 2. So for I is equal to 1, j is having values 0 and 1. When I will be 1, j will range from 0 to 2. So j is having value 0 to 2. So 2 times it will print the star and come to the next line. Now I is 2, so j is 0 to 3. So that means 0, 1 and 2. So for I 2, j will print 3 stars. So like this the loop will complete. For outer loop, the inner loop will be finished first and then it will move to the outer loop, and no return statement is there, so program will finish here after returning back. So thank you very much. Please do like and subscribe the channel and wait for the next part of functions.